Hey guys, welcome back to Hunt Shoot Offroad, and I'm Bling Bling Bob here. And pleasant little surprise today. Fantastic. I won this firearm off of Facebook. It's a Diana, it's Panther 21. And it's actually the second firearm I've won. The first firearm I won was from Winchester. I submitted an article to Bore It Up You, and it was called My Birthday Ball. I'll probably do a bit of a blog on it or something one day. And that was probably 2-3 years ago, and I won a Browning BLR in 30.06. But, you know, not everyone can do that. But look, this was just a Facebook competition. Like, subscribe, share the post. And all I did was like the post, share the post, subscribe to their Facebook page. And sure enough, 1 month later, I get a call, and I've won this fantastic Diana air rifle in 1.7, and it was given to me by Murtech. I think that's how you pronounce it. His last name is Murray, so, but anyway, and they're in Canamble, and big shout out to you guys. And I thought, since I won the firearm, hey, why not have a crack and do a bit of a review on the firearm. It was a fantastic, fun piece of kit to use. Look, I've said before in the Australian Hunting Podcast that I think that rim fires are a bit of a joke, so those people that heard that will probably get stuck in me for this. But look, I do actually have 2 other air rifles, maybe 3 other air rifles at this point in time, and I did need a new one because they were, oh no, they need like a new seal in there, so it was actually quite timely. So great piece of kit. It's synthetic stock. If you do look over the gun, it does seem to be finished quite well. I was quite impressed with it. I think the retail price for them is around the $150 to $200 mark. So it is, I guess, entry-level firearm, and it's just a plinker for, I guess, in the backyard if you're in a peri-urban or urban area, rural area, and it is, like I said, it's finished off quite nicely. This is a very low power one. I don't know my air rifles, I don't know what they are, but I was out with a mate that had a Noriko, I think it's called, something else, and the amount of force required to reload that one was about 4 or 5 times the amount of this one, and it really had a noise to it when you fired it, whereas this one, quite easy to reload, probably a good one for the kids, and very quiet when you fire it too, and you know, compared to the other air rifle that we had out there. So it is pretty good. And they did supply me with this Spika gun bag, so I was pretty stoked with that. And they did supply me as well with some air rifle pellets there as well, which floating around. I'll probably get them out as well and have a bit of a look at them. And like I said, it's pretty simple. It does have the fibre optic sights front and rear, and they do light up quite well. I was when I was shooting it, there was a bit of a shadow going on and off over the end of the muzzle there, and you could clearly see the fibre optic cutting in and out as the shadow cast over that fibre optic. It does have a function, I think, like a lot of modern firearms, air rifles I should say, where upon cocking the handle, the safety comes out. In order to fire it, you must push it forward. And look, that's about it, I guess, that I can say to it. It did seem to shoot okay. I had to side it. We were very windy where we were, and I had to move the dial over, I guess, to an extreme right to get it to counter for the wind. And but you know, it is an air rifle. Probably what I didn't like was the gap between the front sight and the rear sight was a bit loose. I would have liked that to be a bit more of a snug fit. I don't know a way to describe that, but when you line them up, there seemed to be a bit of a gap either side of the sight. I personally didn't like that, but I mean, I don't even really use open sights much anymore. I haven't done it since I was a young kid. I mean, I probably shot millions of air rifle slugs in my time, and you know, and but look, it does go alright. Certainly was up to the task. I did do a bit of shooting at a 44 gallon drum. it did not have the guts to penetrate the 44-gallon drum. I didn't shoot it at any cans or anything like that, so I can't give you a comparison of what it's like there. But you know, it's a pretty good, pretty safe tool to kick around and just have a bit of a plink. So that's it. That's the Diana Panther 21, and it is made in China, but it's designed by Diana, Germany. And look, I will say that it definitely doesn't have the markings of what you would consider a standard Chinese manufactured firearm. So they did supply me these Predator Metalmag premium hunting pellets. Little box of 200 here. I'll tell you what, quite an exotic looking piece of kit, these little pellets. And they did seem to travel all right. Now I will disclose, I am in rural property here in the back shed. So put that safety forward. And that's it. It's pretty good. Probably good for cleaning up the rats. Some mice if you can get on them. And that's about it. And I would just like to say a big shout out and a big thanks to Murtech at Canamble. Guys were really good to speak to over the phone. They really hooked me up with the, like I said, they added in these pellets. They're worth like 25 bucks. Chucked in the bag there as well. You know, they didn't have to do any of that sort of stuff, but it was a pretty good reward. Like I said, easy as. Like, share, subscribe. So I'm entering every competition I can now because it's just so easy to click the like button and do all that sort of stuff like that. And I've won a few things now. So it's just about getting amongst it and getting involved. And big shout out to everyone in the community. And yeah, thanks guys. See you later. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I think it's on this side. I don't know, whatever it is. And a big circle in the middle here. But if you've got any questions, please leave a comment below. I'll make sure I get back to everyone. And we'll see you in another video coming out.